a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. So Texas State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The RPO, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see, he gets the football, he can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense changing the play. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Off play action on first down. Over the middle, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
The run inside. It's Jenkins. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run with Brown. Looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
From inside the 15, here's the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line? They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Tackled there by the defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've got the screen set up. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Manning to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
All right, Holly. Caught in the backfield. It's Evans. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 11. Running inside. It's Jenkins. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to move him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these 2 wide receivers. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Plows through the defense. He's racked up 92 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on first down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. It doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
To throw, Manning. Coleman's got it on the right side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll run it. It's Brown. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Manning. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass.
Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch. He'll wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Looking left. Got a man in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Let it go. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 20. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 45 set to kick this one away. Texas.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Going long. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And I I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think you have the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and hits it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right? David, just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and man, he makes the defense pay.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Trying to get rid of it. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Texas.
And man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Could be an alley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Jackson will throw. Still looking on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Gonna try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Texas.
He's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Dukes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Here's Arch to throw. And can't make the connection on the soft toss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
He's taking the shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Down, Longhorn!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they dive on it and get it back. And boy, that would have been a disaster to hand it right back to them. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. On the option, it's Jackson. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jenkins. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Hand off for Brown. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. One more time, it's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Smith's got it. Runs through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Now on the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown. Stealing a score on special teams. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10 yards.
Yeah.
5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all gravy.
And the extra point was good. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers. Hold on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that. And I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive?
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The run inside. It's Jenkins. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to... This one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks a tap. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brown again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
With the catch, it's Evans. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Quarterback making checks. Again, it's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Makes the quick grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Hard-hitting tackle. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Hold and finds his man on the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
unleashes one. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving out to the right. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play.
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. So they'll decline the penalty, please, with the results of that last play. We've waited so long to start the season.